Hi, buddy. This is Tom here, and this is a video log entry here talking a little bit more about how to grow your Patreon page. About a month ago, I made the decision that I was going to make an effort at trying to grow what I was doing on Patreon, and I started to do that with a Pledge for Pledge campaign, which is I pledge to your page if you'll pledge to mine. So reaching out to other creators and supporting them financially as well as having them support me. When I started at the end of March, I had 3 patrons, my mom, my sister, and a friend from college, and they were contributing $7 per creation for each of the creations that I did. Here, a month later, I am now up to 24 patrons with a contribution for each creation of $43, which obviously is a huge increase, especially given the fact that I only had those 3 patrons for about 9 months before I decided to try doing this. As I've done that and reached out and made contact with people, there's definitely some trends that I'm noticing in building a Patreon page. There is kind of an economy of Patreon when it comes to the money part of it. You can kind of think of it as a business investment. So in most cases, I have my page set up that if people are willing to pledge $2 to me, I pledge $2 back to them. And I have a bunch of creators that are swapping with me at the $2 level. I have a bunch more that are just doing $1. And I do have 2 that are doing $3 and they're getting an additional reward on my page for doing that, which I'll mention later. And I'm returning the favor to them as well. So I started with 3 patrons and I'm up to 24. So I am supporting 21 other patrons right now. And those 21 patrons over the month of April produced 26 creations that I'm supporting. And those creations come to a total of $52. Okay, so that's my investment in the Patreon community. Now, I've done 5 creations this month that were paid creations, and those 5 paid creations are bringing in $76. So I'm $24 in the black this month, which is far more than anything that I've ever made on Patreon to this point. My goal was to break even, so this is really encouraging results. Another thing that I've noticed about when you're creating and you're getting these pledges coming in is that because people can limit their pledges, they can cap their pledges. As you do creations through the month, the actual amount of money that each creation brings in is steadily declining by a couple of dollars each time as people hit their monthly limit. So that brings to focus the quality level of what you're doing as opposed to the quantity. There are some creators that they only do 1 or 2 a month. I'm aiming for around 4 to 5. And there are some creators, there's one creator in particular that I follow who is literally putting out a new creation almost daily. It's roughly every 36 hours that this person is doing it. And it was, about a week into supporting this creator that I was going, oh, geez, he's going to hit my pocketbook like every day. So I actually lowered my my cap for that person because I was discouraged by the amount of money he was hitting me up for. So that's something to take into account. If you're posting creations all the time, the amount that you're bringing in per creation is going to continue to go down, and eventually you're going to scare people away. So take that into account. So that's kind of the economy of it all. But even better than the money part of it is the community and getting to know other creators and seeing some really awesome stuff. I've been those 2 creators that pledged to me at the $3 level. The reward for that level is that I'm promoting one of their creations that they do each month on my social media, Facebook page, Google Plus account, and on Pinterest too. And it gives me a chance to kind of highlight their work and show them off to other people. And it's one way that I can give back to other creators that are supporting me. I also, at the next level, include my Twitter account, which has a pretty nice following, and also a blog post on my website, which is followed by a lot of musicians. There's ways to give back to each other and to support each other, and just trying to check out all the creations that everybody's doing. And if I see something I like, I hit the like button, or I leave them a comment, or I ask them a question, that kind of thing. So trying to get to know people. That has actually led to one creator who actually needed a theme song written for a project that she's working on. She said, hey, maybe you'd like to do it. So, collaborating and working with other creators can lead to you getting work. And that's, who can say that that's a bad thing? So some tips as I went through the month here on finding other creators to do Pledge for Pledge with. Not every creator is going to want to do Pledge for Pledge. Many don't respond. Some respond and say, I'm not interested. And but obviously many have, because I went up by 21 patrons this month. And I was, sending messages to roughly 3 to 5 new people a day. And one of the best ways I found to do that was to go on Twitter and look at the Patreon hashtag and just find people who had just posted a new creation and check it out. And if I liked it, say, hey, cool, I like your stuff. Would you be interested in a Pledge for Pledge? I got a bunch of people that way. Also, I'm searching Patreon in the search engine for people who are doing things that I think are pretty cool, and then contacting them via Facebook message or on their YouTube page, and leaving them a little bit more detail about myself and about the Pledge for Pledge thing. And I've also been bringing people in that way as well. So those ways have been working for me. I think the most important thing about doing Pledge for Pledge is making it something that you genuinely are trying to be a human being about. You're not trying to get other creators to be your money machine. You're trying to mutually support each other and create a community, and that's really what I think it's about. So I hope that you found these insights into my first month doing a Pledge for Pledge to be helpful, and I'd love to hear some feedback from you on what's working for you. So thanks for checking out this video log, and we'll see you. I'll be posting things like this again, and hopefully making sure that they're useful for everyone.